Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Thunder and Lightning. I'm your host, Dan. I'm going to welcome in our other co-host, Nikki Nick. What's going
Hi.
on? I have my six-month-old screaming, crying in the background. It's been that kind of night. So if you see me in the background running around, that is why. So I'm sorry for being unprofessional. And Anthony's saying, hi, how's it going tonight?
All right.
So what's going on?
Just catching up on the Sunday game since we had a stress-free one today.
It was very nice. It was very nice. Oh,
but you had a crazy day.
Yeah, I had a crazy couple hours, but it's okay.
But Thursday night was not stress-free.
I mean, to a degree, it wasn't because we had no expectations going into this game. So they actually played three really good, not good, but they played three competitive quarters, and unfortunately, our talent level from the Niners finally showed up, and then the Niners took care of business. If I saw another third and long conversion by the Niners, I was gonna do some crazy things.
What the hell? They just cannot get off the field. But let's not talk about the game without two of our favorite people. Do you want to bring them in?
Yes. First, we're gonna have Sean the Joker, who was gonna come on first, and then our other boy Joe was like, "Well, what about me?" So I'm like,
hold on,
why not?
Gotta come on.
So what's going on, guys? How's it going?
What's up, fam?
So surprise! They just wanted to talk about my food takes for 20 minutes.
No, I'm out of here.
I could talk for Nikki. Don't worry about it. Nikki doesn't need to be here. I know.
Right? Yeah, see? Joe's always like, oh, she's not eating that. No way. She's skipping lunch. She's not eating dinner.
You don't need that crap.
Listen, my food takes aren't that bad, are they, guys?
I wouldn't really call them takes. I don't know what I'd call
Sean,
them.
you never agree with me. Joe will, but you don't ever agree with me.
Yeah, Sean, you gotta get on board, buddy. Come on, bro.
Yeah, and Cold, I mean, he's always just starting with us. Like, Joe and we disagreed on muffins.
One thing.
Went on for like 3 days. It was horrible.
It was the worst 3 days ever. I gotta be honest. It was tough.
So bad. And what was it? I eat the top and you do something weird. You bite the bottom, right?
Well, you only eat the top part. I eat the whole thing. That's
the weird thing. You eat the whole thing. You eat dry bottoms.
Dry bottoms. Yeah. Nobody likes dry bottoms, I guess.
Joe does. Well, did you guys like our defensive performance on Thursday night?
No.
Maybe the first quarter was all right, but
yeah,
and it quickly went south.
Yeah.
So,
no. They couldn't get off the field.
Third down plays killed us.
Penalties.
And the drop picks, we had at least two in the first drive alone. I don't think we're ever going to get an interception this year. It's like, well, a lucky one if anything. It was that bad.
You got to catch those. They've got to catch those. They were in their hands. You got to catch them.
One little turnover. That's all we asked for.
Yeah, there isn't any right now to this moment. There isn't any quote unquote game changers that we were hoping for on defense. That was like, all right, come on, Tibbs, we're gonna get you going. We're gonna have a couple sacks, but we have Tibbs in coverage when we should have him. He's our only quote unquote pass rusher, and it's like he gets a penalty to be in first and goal for not Washington, San Fran. So. It's just like something's got to give with our defensive unit. It was just a record, and then tackling, forget it. The tackling was absolutely unreal. It was just
what tackling? Was there tackling? Yeah. What tackling?
Oh my God! Between Kittle.
What was his stat? Almost like 20 tackles missed or something.
Yeah, like at least 20 missed tackles, I believe.
20?
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you guys: Is Kayvon, is he a bust? Because we keep seeing this. So what do you guys think?
I mean, he's 15 games in, and they got him dropping in coverage, and he's in. Wink has this whole positionless defense. I think it's time to have positions because this averaging 30 plus a game giving up is not working with what we're doing, and he needs to make some changes and get some other people on the edge, which I'm sure we'll get into of some of the questionable personnel decisions on defense. But I'm not on the Kayvon's a bust. I mean, again, he's 15 games in, and he's doing what they're asking him to do. So
Yeah, that's what people say. They think he's just being misused. That Wink's not using him right.
Yeah, well, you know how this fan base is, though. Right away, everybody's a bust.
And then
Evan
he's
Neal,
worried.
is Evan Neal a bust?
Right. Actually, he didn't do too bad. I didn't think he didn't do too bad Thursday. Like I thought worse against Bosa. So
yeah, he's looked better without having Glow next to him. So I think that contributed a lot to what he do. But I am starting on Twitter. I am starting the Fire Bobby Johnson train. So everybody is welcome to hop on board.
Okay.
And I'm also working on starting the Dayball taking over play calling train as well. So fully taking over.
All right. Well, he hasn't, and he won't let on in his press conferences. Like, if he's taking over, he just says they're internal conversations, and Kafka's always calling the plays, and they discuss it together. What do you guys think? Yes, no, no way.
Second half of card that he called it. I don't think he called it against the Niners. I think all the media pushback and blew up, and he doesn't want to embarrass Kafka like that. But I don't remember, you guys can attest to this. I don't remember once seeing a video where he had the play sheet. He did the entire second half against the Cards. So I don't believe he was calling plays against the Niners, but I do believe he was in the second half of the Cards.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think definitely Cardinals. Yeah, not sure about the Niner game, but I agree.
I don't know. The Niner game was just, where was Jalen Hyatt?
12 snaps, right? 12 snaps?
Yeah, I wanted to check into the Hyatt. I wanted to enjoy my stay, and I did not enjoy my stay on Thursday night.
And all the short passes, like, it's 3rd and 8. We're throwing 2 yards, 3 yards. Like, we do that every year. I hate that. Like, go for the first down. Like, throw it there.
You know what I hate, guys, is that I feel like for the past 10, 11, 12 years, maybe with the exception of a few games last year, I could turn on one of the games and they all look exactly the same. Like, it could have just been any year from the past 10 years. It's like, how do we still not have an offensive line? How is this still an issue a decade later?
Yeah, so bad.
That's why Johnson's got to go ahead. I think we have better guys. They're just not getting developed. And I don't know how we can have the last in the NFL with O-line. Like, that's
again.
It's just absolutely crazy. And whoever is responsible for Shane Lemieux starting is got.
Oh my God, yeah, I would have
rather had Glow at left guard because he played at left guard. I don't know who said, "Hey, you know what? Let's put Shane Lemieux in there who hasn't started in 3 years because he's going to do something." What did you like that?
Like there wasn't any sort of rhyme or reason of anything that was going on with the 49ers game. It was like, all right, we're gonna get our butts kicked. We're gonna try to get any sort of short passing game, and if we have a shot down the field, which we're not going to, and it's just like, all right, let's just get the 60 minutes. Like I was telling to our other friends, it was like the baseball term of getaway day. And it was just like, all right, we're just going to put our any sort of lineup on and whatever it is. And then let's just get the hell out of here. We're probably not going to win this game anyway. Just get the hell out of here and go forth, play Seattle on Monday night and get 11 days of rest and then get going. That's the only thing I could say.
It was crazy. No creativity. They didn't use Jones's legs. Like there was no play action. Like all the stuff they used in the second half against the Cards was non-existent.
Zero running game as well. Granted, we weren't really going to get much with Breida or Brightwell. I think at the end of the day, I think Daniel Jones also was a little gun shy at certain points. I don't blame him because of how quick the Niners pass rush was getting to him. But he could have pulled the trigger on a couple of plays. That one play to Waller is like, if you're making that kind of money, I know we talked them up last week, and this is not slander to Daniel Jones. If he's making that kind of money, you've got to nail it 10 out of 10 times. And me and Nikki were talking about it during the game is if Waller caught the ball, he probably had a couple more yards of yak, and then that might have gotten the offense going. So certain things was just the whole game was just a complete snowball effect of it just shows how far away we really are compared to the other teams in the conference. Watching Red Zone today, I watched Red Zone for all day. Honestly, other than the Niners, Eagles, and I guess before today, the Cowboys, but the Cowboys have our number. There's no one I'm really scared about in the NFC at all. So it is wide open, but like Yogi Berra once said, it's getting late early. So we're going to have to figure some things out because it's Seattle at home and then back-to-back road games against the Dolphins and Bills. And the Bills game is on Sunday night in Buffalo. So we know how crazy that fan base is going to be it's going to be really ugly. So, and we saw the Dolphins put up 70 with ease tonight. So
what was that? I thought I was seeing things.
No, yeah, you texted me. Did I see that right? And I go, yeah, you did.
70, right?
Yeah.
Well, was it 726 yards?
Yeah, something stupid like that. I saw your tweet, Joe.
That's crazy.
That was insane.
That's what we hope for in a month, being Giant fans.
Right.
So
God, we just hope. Jeez, it's really. Brown Buck says Nikki gets VIP anywhere she stays. You know what? I do, thanks to my Marriott Bonvoy card. And no, we did not get paid for that product placement, but maybe we should. Darius says we need more talent and better coaching. Offensive line coaching has been an issue for a long time. Special teams coaching has been an issue for a long time. Covering this team from spring all the way through training camp to what I'm seeing now, I said for months, I was concerned about special teams. I was concerned about the offensive line. I hate the fact that my concerns were right. Special teams is another unit they can't seem to get right. So I just really wonder, like, what exactly is going on here. But Danny, I'm glad you brought up the Waller thing because Kirk Herbstreit was really pissing me off.
Let's face it, Kirk Herbstreit should still be in college.
Yeah, he should be still in college because you're blaming everything on Waller. And listen, I'm not saying Daniel Jones played great. He didn't. The line is forcing him to be inaccurate and make these throws that are all over the place. He was not accurate to Waller. So why was Kirk Herbstreit blaming everything on Darren Waller?
It was just one of those things. It's easy to blame, and he was a former quarterback, so it's easy to be team quarterback when you completely don't really understand the NFL game when he's obviously one of the best around for college. So he's just not the best NFL commentator, but I love him on college. So, yeah, it was very weird. Oh man, if they want to pay us, yeah,
they need.
I don't think he had a good view of the throw either. Like I feel like he thought Waller should have jumped. He didn't realize how far behind him it was.
Right.
I think that's where his take came from. Like if he had a better view, he'd probably recant.
Possible.
Because I know I thought it initially too. Like man, the guy's 6'4", 7.
And we saw that type of pass in training camp, which Nikki has posted 100 times on her feed. Right. So,
yeah. I was in love with what I was seeing. I can't help
it. So
he is so tall.
I mean, like I told Nikki on Thursday night, like I wasn't coming on here ready to rant and rave and being like pissed and fire and brimstone because we knew what was going to happen. Like the people that were outraged on X and all the other social medias or called WFAN, like, it's like, all right, you guys think we're going to go 17-0 every week. And it's just not realistic. It's just not what our team is right now. We were missing our top two offensive weapons in Thomas and Saquon. With their defense pinning back, it was what it was. And hopefully they learn from it and they keep going and just push forward. You know, that's the way I looked at it. They gave us 3 solid quarters ish of being in the game, quote unquote, even though we all knew we weren't in it. So I don't know. Another play that came to my head that I couldn't believe our offensive play calling was the one in the forgetting the quarter, but we all know it. It's the missed chip block by Bellinger to Joey and Bosa. Like, what do you like? Who thought that play was a good idea?
I don't know.
And then like Bellinger should have went down a little bit more if you know how fast Bosa is. And that was just like, oh my God, what are we like? This is just end the game, please. Just fast forward this game because this is gonna be
torture.
Daniel Jones is gonna get killed.
I hate going to bed so mad, like with these late games.
Right.
It's so bad. But Joe, let me ask you. I tweeted, like, why were we seeing so much of Brightwell? I like Breida. I think he's a hard, fast runner, and I did not understand why it was so much Brightwell. What did you think? Did you think anything of it or no?
Yeah, 100%. We can't. What he started the second half. That was like it was all him. What did Breida have? Like 4 carries, I think. for the day and a touchdown. I'm like, yeah, I didn't get it. I'm a big Breda fan. I think he's been one of our better backup running backs we've had in a while.
I agree with that.
Yeah, nothing against Brightwell, but I'm like, he shouldn't have had more touches than Breda. I didn't get that.
To a degree, I'm with you. Like, I know we have to get our backup running backs in the committee of going in the game, but the point of us not really using Breda to that point, it was just a little weird at the circumstancing of, all right, let's get Brightwell in there, just try to change pace and stuff when we didn't have any sort of pace. So that was a little weird to me.
We never do.
Never.
I don't feel like we ever, there is no pace. Like, I wanted that halftime magic that we had in the previous week, and that just didn't happen. Sean, is it a coaching problem? Is it an O-line coaching problem? Is it a special teams coaching problem? Is it a Wink Martindale problem? What is it?
Yes. I mean,
for everyone now? Are you coming after everybody?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a whole team. Like, the thing that I do not see, and this is what makes me mad, is there's no heart, there's no fire, there's no passion, there's no nastiness. That comes from the coaching thing. They're like, we had a player, it was a Davidson, got injured on a dirty play, and nobody came up to his defense, got in the Niners' face, anything. So they lack that. There's no dogs. I mean, let's just be real. There's no dogs on this team. And until we see that, it's going to be bad. So coaching on the O-line, yes. I don't think, and again, I don't want to single out Kafka, but I thought the same thing last year. He doesn't have a good feel for the game. Like, and I think that's what a difference came in that second half of Cards of it was fast paced. Things are going. Everybody looked confident. You don't see that now. It's kind of like, so yeah, I think they have I know we'll get to Seattle, but they have 11 days to show me something. That's my feeling.
I'm with you.
Yep.
There's no dog. There wasn't any quote unquote fight. And unfortunately, we saw Thibodeau take a couple of plays off. I saw that one particular play. Yeah. That was a bad look for us with him.
No, it's a bad look for him because he wants to come out there and say, oh, we can't please everybody. Why are the fans booing? Well, what the fuck are you doing that we're supposed to cheer for? I mean, really, like, I probably shouldn't say that as a member of media.
Yeah, honestly, we can say that.
What are you doing? And I've watched him, for 2 years now covering this team, say all the right things, but then you get on the field and it's like, okay, well, where's the execution? But for him to say, like, he doesn't understand, why are people booing? It's just them. I mean, Joe, really, like, what the hell were you supposed to cheer for?
Yeah, I didn't really understand the comments. I'm like, the fans should be the last thing you're worried about right now. Like, our reactions. You need to worry about you on the field and it's getting better. So, yeah, I didn't get the comments at all. It was New York fans don't forget that stuff either. So
No, we don't. Because I even retweeted it and I was like, well, if you give us something to cheer for, then maybe we won't boo you. Yeah, Darius, I'm with you. I did tweet that out on Thursday. OC, Strahan, Tuck, Roll. Like, where are those guys, Sean, right? I miss those guys.
Yeah. And I think with the 11 days, I'm being hopeful now because it's on to Seattle. But like I mentioned before, watching Red Zone today, and I guess other people who have the Sunday ticket, but me having Red Zone all day, it made me feel better being a Giant fan today, watching all the other teams playing. And it was just like, okay, they're able to have a bad day. Okay, we could have another bad day. It's gonna hopefully sunset. I know the schedule doesn't look pretty for us, but it's okay. Like, we can definitely be in the race with all these guys still. And why not get it going starting tomorrow or whenever they start practicing, because I don't know their scheduling because of the weird Thursday night game and playing Monday night. But let's just throw this book out. We know what we had to do. We're supposed to be 1-2 realistically. Show up against Seattle and just keep it going.
Okay, but Joe, are they going to show up against Seattle?
It's prime time, so no.
Oh my God, I can't stand it.
Listen, I'm like Dan. I was watching Red Zone. I mean, Carolina gave Seattle a run for their money in Seattle. I mean, the only one that was fine. So, 11 days off. I mean, that's pretty good. So, I mean, get guys healthy and they can work on everything. I mean, they got extra time, so they need to show up in Seattle.
Hopefully Aziz comes back.
Maybe even Barkley. You don't know.
He's crazy like that.
Back, right?
But Carolina can give them. I'm not trying to knock Carolina, but I mean, they gave Seattle a run.
Andy Dalton looked pretty damn good today.
Yeah.
My God.
He had over 300 yards passing.
Yeah.
So,
God.
yeah, no.
Sean, are they showing up against Seattle?
They better. I mean, you gotta better, and you better make some changes. Like, there's 3 changes I want to see.
Okay.
They struggle at edge. I don't want to see Jimenez on that roster. He needs to go down. Bring up Timon Fox if you need to. Move McFadden to edge. He is dangerous off the edge.
Oh, by the way, yeah, I got a hand up on that one. I called him a bum last episode, so he definitely.
He
called him a bum, and I said, "This is what you get for denying my interview requests all summer long." And then he turned it around.
Hands up, that's on me for calling him a bum, but I'm very pleased on him backing it up.
He's the only one that could tackle.
Yeah, he was the only one that was able to tackle on Thursday.
I mean, listen, Dan, I was on that McFadden train too. Like, I don't. He definitely played better. He missed some things, but I think his best spot is the edge. And I think that helps the Giants. And Simmons has got to get more snaps. That dude is fast.
Yes. Why is he not getting
more? I don't know if he doesn't know the defense. Got to get him in. So those are the 3 things I want to see. If you don't make changes like that, and if Aziz isn't back healthy, and you got Jimenez out there again, and you don't have Simmons playing more, like, I'm going to lose a lot of credibility with Wink. Like, I'm going to question what he's doing. Like, I really am.
You guys questioning it now? Because now, people are saying he's overrated too.
I mean, it's humming. It's warming up.
Yeah, it's getting there.
I mean, 30 a game. You're averaging giving up. Like, that's not good. And they don't tackle. They don't. There's nothing. Like
nothing. the honeymoon's starting to wear off a little bit, and we're starting to see, we're married to this person, kind of thing.
Even though Karake, I was hoping to see more from.
Honestly, I thought he played a little. He played okay. He's the guy that Sean was a little talking about. Like, he could be that guy that's that dog in the defense. You can tell he's given a little extra at the end of plays, and just the way he's playing, it's just a little like, okay, he's on the aggressive side, but smart about it. So hopefully that comes to fruition. Would you agree with that, Sean?
He has a second-year player next to him, so he's got to worry about not only what he's doing, but making sure McFadden's in the right spot too, because you could see that during the games where he's kind of telling them. So if you see less of that with Simmons on the field with him,
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do think, but I think he's got to compensate for, again, a second-year player next to him, the same way Neil had to compensate for Glow being ass next to him. So
yeah.
All right. Well, on to Seattle. If we cannot win against Seattle, what do you guys think the rest of the season shapes up to be looking like?
Well, who do we come out after Seattle?
It's on the road versus Miami, and then Sunday night against Buffalo, and then home against Washington and the Jets. Washington and the Jets.
Yeah, that could be tough for Washington.
So we enter November. What would our record be as we finish out? September. We're entering October.
2-5. 3-5.
I was like, what? 1-2 now. So you got Seattle, Miami, and Buffalo.
3-3, 3-4, 3-5 in that stretch.
I think 3-3 would be like.
Be great, right? That'd be great, guys. That would be great. So I'm not going to say who was sending me these messages, but I do think they were fans of other NFC East teams trolling me, but I will bring it up. They want to know if Brian Dable is on the hot seat.
No. As long as we don't play Tommy DeVito for Daniel Jones, and then Mara has to come back and tell him, what are you doing? Daniel Jones has to start like in 2017. I think we're safe.
He's going to get the ire, though, now, and rightfully
so.
Oh,
yeah. The honeymoon's probably going to be over in a couple weeks.
Yeah. I mean, if they lay an egg against Seattle after 11 days to get prepared and they don't have a good game plan offensively and defensively, then, yeah, we're going to light into them.
I'm going to stay away from X that night.
I mean, there's no excuse. You got 11 days to get ready for a team. If you
Right.
can't come out with a good game plan, and if you don't make any changes, then you deserve whatever we're going to give to you as the coaches.
Well, that's
Like,
kind of what I'm saying. Like, if they come out flat, right? Because I would say, other than that second half in Arizona, the team's just been flat. They look unprepared. They can't get anything going. You know, to be fair, I keep saying it every week. If you don't have an offensive line, I don't know what you think you can do. Daniel Jones just has no time. He's running around, running for his life, right? It affects everything. But if you come out unprepared against Seattle, like Sean said, you have 11 days to get ready to get healthy. How hot is that seat now for Brian Daboll? Joe?
Yeah, you're right, 100%.
Spicy?
Right.
Is it? It's pretty spicy, right?
Again, it's New York, so we need results. But somebody's got to fall on Shane a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I think in the off season, we're a long ways from there, but he's got to have to put a lot of that money into that offensive line.
Offense and defensive line next.
So some of it's got to fall on him a little bit. So.
I mean, he put into the D line this offseason.
Right.
I mean, Bijan Robinson. I mean, Nacho's there. I mean, he brought in run stoppers, and they're not stopping the run. And those are guys that should stop the run. Like Ashawn should definitely. And that's the thing too. Like, who was against Arizona? Like Dex and Leo were off the field for like 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Why?
What are you doing? Like, I know you want to rotate, but dude, that's not the time to be doing it. Like, rotate when you're up or whatever. So it's just questionable. Like, I don't know if the coaches started believing their own hype about how good they were, and something's just not right. So I don't know. I thought.
Yeah, they got to recalibrate the vibes of the locker room and on the overall team right now.
Yeah, the vibes in the locker room just don't seem. Oh, now Cole wants to show up after we already had our muffin debacle about how Joe likes to eat dry bottoms. Sean, how do you eat your muffins?
It depends. Sometimes I go top to bottom, and then sometimes I go bottom to top.
Who eats them bottom to top?
I mean, I do the pop. I do the pop off.
Yeah, no, I go bottom to top sometimes.
You eat the whole muffin though, bottom line.
I eat the whole. Yeah, I hit the whole muffin.
So you eat dry bottoms too?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless I'm feeling frisky and I'll put butter on it.
I go like left to right. Just work my way across.
You eat them left to right?
So he cuts it in half, and when he eats one side and the other.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, you said you.
No, I don't cut it in half. I just go like I would.
Like corn on the cob. That's how you eat a muffin.
Yeah. Just take a bite, and then you got to bite. I mean, I take a big ass bite. So
I was gonna say.
I ain't afraid to say I take a big ass bite. So I, it's easy. I can take the whole muffin. I can take the whole muffin in my mouth. So.
Yeah, I eat the whole muffin too. I usually cut it in half, or I pop up the top, and then whatever mood I'm in, I'll eat it that way.
That's what
I really scientifically.
Bottom first, and the top. Bottom.
Yeah, because I'm excited about the top.
So you all eat the dry bottoms.
You gotta go through the pain first, and then eat the top.
Or you could just avoid the shitty part and eat the good part.
Why are we getting it from you? You don't eat anything. Did you eat anything today?
I can't take takes from you. I'm sorry, Nikki.
Did you eat anything? Because as of 5 o'clock, you did not eat a thing today.
I had a smoothie today.
Yeah.
And some grilled chicken.
Okay.
Right? I mean, what's wrong with that? What did you guys eat today?
I ate too much. I actually had Sunday sauce. Unlike you.
The name of the show. How fitting. Joe, what'd you eat today? Since you guys want to ask me, Nikki, what'd you eat today?
Yeah, we gotta apologize to Cole. He doesn't want to hear this. He's
Joey D, stop kissing up to Nikki.
Listen, Joe's got my back all the time. All right, he's a good friend.
I got your back on your football takes.
I know, but you be putting me on blast on my food takes. She's like, you are hard.
No, I gave you the Joe Rogan gift the other day when you talked about peanuts.
The candy? I got killed on the candy.
No, I killed you on the candy too. That was pretty bad.
Everybody killed me on the candy.
Yeah. No, I got you on the potatoes one with the French fries and the potatoes and the tater.
What? Because tater
you lost me on that. You lost me on that one.
Tater tots, you guys. All right, they're just like, I don't know. They're just like meh.
Nah.
Right?
No. You gotta do them the right way. You can't have them too mushy.
And like, who eats baked? Like, who's like, oh, I want a baked potato.
Steak and baked potato.
No, steak and fries.
No.
Well, you're a 5-year-old, like I mentioned.
I mean, you can do steak fries with the steak, but you got to do baked potato too. I mean, you got to do baked potato.
And you never had good mashed potatoes if you bash mashed potatoes.
I'm not bashing mashed potatoes. They're like gloppy and they're just kind of like, I don't know. Here's the thing. You got to put so much. People are sending me messages. You got to put bacon on it and cheese and salt and pepper.
Right. You're
Why
right.
do you put all this shit on it if it's so good?
You're right.
I am right. But Joe, what did you eat today since we're going around the room here?
So I started my day with bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel.
That's why I love Joe.
Huh?
That's why Joe's from Long Island, so that's just the standard.
That's it. And what else? Some tortellini with Alfredo sauce.
There we go. See,
Oh,
I had tortellini with vodka sauce.
really? All right, Sean, what did you have?
So I started with I ate a lighter breakfast. I had English muffins, yogurt, and some banana nut muffins, the small ones, the minis. Since we're talking about muffins, I had some ravioli later, and that was kind of my big meal, and then a salad. Got to throw that salad in there.
Okay, so I missed the memo. You're supposed to have pasta on Sunday?
Typically, so like in Italian families, Sunday is pasta.
I'm half Italian.
Well, then you should know that Sunday is the pasta dinner.
Joe just looks like I can't even with her anymore.
Joe, if you say anything good right now about that take.
Now, is it Sunday? Is it sauce or gravy?
Sauce.
I'm a sauce person.
I'm sauce.
Right.
I'm sauce.
No, me too. But people go with gravy.
I do get the gravy if you're throwing every type of meat in there, and then if they call it gravy because of that, fine. I'm not
every type of meat.
I think it
like
also
sausage, meatballs, spare ribs.
What?
I have all that. Yeah, brajol,
Brajol,
pig's feet, pig skin.
Joe,
Yeah.
What?
When you make homemade sauce, you got to put all that meat in there. Yeah, exactly.
No, wait.
yeah.
You guys put all this in your sauce?
Yeah, it's what browns the meat and everything. Yeah.
You
When
said
make
you
homemade
put.
sauce,
I don't do the pig's feet and stuff like
yeah, I
Joe
don't
just mentioned,
either.
but I do. We do everything else.
And you make it all homemade?
Yeah, Nicole does. Yeah,
Oh hell no! I go to the store.
Oh, you go to the store and get it.
Nicole does it. Nicole does it
I
at
get
least a
you
couple
cook
of
it.
times.
Yeah. No.
Okay, but I mean, you're serious about the pig's feet thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Pig's feet's good.
This
Listen,
is why I hate to
Dan says you eat like so do I. I eat like a 5-year-old.
I do too. She makes me look like a sophisticated.
But I can't believe I eat pig's feet. I'm shocked, but it's good.
Well, but it's in the sauce, so like you do. Do you see the feet, Joe?
I mean, it's pig's feet. Next time, I'll take a picture. Next time, I'll send.
No, don't. Well, I missed the memo that I was supposed to have pasta today. To be fair, I really don't eat a lot of pasta. So here comes cold. Pig's feet are delicious, but I don't eat that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah, I could say I never had pig feet.
What's it taste like?
I don't know. I mean,
sauce.
I mean, it tastes like the sauce. I mean, really, it's
okay.
Like, it's like you eat fish, right? If fish, it takes whatever you make it in, whatever is,
I have to have like Tums ready to go. That's how spicy my wife makes it.
What sauce?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Spicy like pasta sauce?
Yeah.
Really?
Right. I guess somebody has to teach me about food and how to eat. I think maybe.
I'm not doing it.
I got you.
Oh, so Sean's stepping up, guys. He's taking one for the team. Sean will teach me all about food and how to eat.
I mean, your takes are so bad. Somebody's got to help you with your food.
No, I know. Screw that, Sean.
Somebody's got to help.
I try to help her every day, and she's a lost cause.
No, you don't. You just say, "Did you eat? You have a show coming up. You should probably eat something." And I'm like, "No, it's been like 14 hours. I haven't had anything." I don't hate bacon cold. I do eat it. I just not all the time.
All right, let's go back to football talk.
Sorry. Yes. Well, anyway, I think we pull out a win against Seattle.
We better.
I'm going to ask for predictions. So, I mean, yeah, I think we pull out a win.
I agree.
Okay.
I think we do. We got the days off. Guys are gonna get healthy. I think we take them.
I'm not going to be at the game, so they're gonna definitely win. So that's going to be huge.
Yeah, I think we beat them. It's
gonna
He's not a dumb. He knows what everybody's thinking and feeling, so he knows he's got to get it right.
It's going to be a typical Giant game where we're going to be sweating it out, and then it's just going to be like, okay. And then we turn it on and we pull out a win, and everybody's going to be okay. And then we'll see what happens the rest of the month.
Ooh. All right, guys. Well, appreciate you coming on and letting us derail, talk about my horrible food takes. But Sean did say he will take one for the team. He's going to take me under his wing, teach me all about food and how to eat like a normal person. And then maybe in 2024, I'll have better food takes. But no matter what, Joe will always back me up, and Danny and Cole will always give me a hard time. And that is how we roll on Sunday Sauce. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you. I won't see you next week. I'll be in DC for a work trip. But you get Danny next week, and whoever's filling in for me, make sure they have a blonde wig. All right, guys, have a great week and go Giants. Hopefully they beat Seattle.
Thanks,
See you guys.
Good night.
Hey, guys.
Thanks, guys.